next thing we're gonna try is Cosmic Destroyer. This one caught my eye because, well, if I show the browser, you'll see why pretty soon. So this came out near Halloween last year, and you can kind of maybe see why. It's got very biomechanical things going on, or just biological things entirely. So, you know, immediately makes me think of, like, some parts of Konami things, some parts of Irem things, like the entirety of X Multiply, pretty much. So I figured, well, let's at least give this one a look, even if I'm terrible at it. So let's see what's written up about this. Turn the incoming swarm of deadly bullets into your own weapon of chaos in this precision STG bullet hell. Grab and toss enemies, dodge and deflect torrents of bullets. I wasn't expecting grab and toss enemies, actually. And reshape the battlefield with explosive chain reactions. This is by Coffee Maker Games. Do they have anything else under their belt already? Nope, this is the first thing. And this is... Oh, this is in early access right now, actually. And it's also on sale for a little under $10. What are they saying here? Earliest release plan target is for Q1 of 2026. I am reading this at the end of Q2 of 2026, so I don't think the earliest release plan happened. They might want to update that. What version is planned to include additional bonus levels, shifts, special weapons, bonus game modes, and achievements available via in-game unlocks. Plan is to hold some story elements, bosses, and a few playable ships to the final version to not spoil the fun. Currently, early access contains the first 3 stages. Well, if the early access is the first 3 stages, then what's the demo? They don't intend to change the price. Alright, well, let's read about it. Oh, we've got a grapple. It was the AI that turned first, corrupting the fleet to fire on its own, that shouldn't have an apostrophe, its own colonies throughout the belt. Then came the horrific tentacled creatures. In the wake of destruction, a crew of salvagers at the Grid 38 asteroid base fight to survive the cosmic destroyer that threatens to wipe out humanity. What does this grapple remind me of? I feel like I remember some other game doing a grapple thing in a shmup, maybe. Equipped with a salvage claw, your ship can... Well, actually... Was that a thing in Cryptarch or something? Or am I thinking of something completely different? I might be thinking of something completely different. Equipped with a salvage claw, your ship can turn the enemy's chaos against them, rescue your scattered team, cut through collapsing bases, and chase the invaders back to their source through the ruins of worlds they have consumed. I mean, Zero Wings thing isn't quite a grapple, right? But, I mean, I guess. I was thinking of something like vertical specifically for some reason. From Scrapper to Savior, you're the one thing the aliens never prepared for. Your journey starts in the wreckage. So I'm realizing... Is this... No, I think it is strictly a horizontal shmup. It looks like it's probably got vertical scrolling going on in it, though. What makes it different? Cosmic Destroyer is a precision horizontal shmup, they do say horizontal shmup there, with a bullet hell core which adds a few major twists. Your salvage claw is as deadly as your guns, and stages twist and turn. Yeah, the stages twisting and turning I did notice a lot of. So it's like that one really obnoxious stage in Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Snatch special weapons, deflect enemy projectiles, toss enemies into hazards, or hurl them into each other to cause deadly chain reactions for massive damage. I wish I could remember what I'm thinking of. I mean, yeah, maybe I am partially thinking of Zero Wing, because, yeah, you can just, like, lob enemies into each other, basically, in that. But I feel like there's something else. Grappling hook combat. Make chaos your weapon. Salvage weapons from wreckage, hurl debris that blocks swarms of bullets and sends enemies reeling. Toss enemies into chain reactions that instantly reshape the entire battlefield. The claw itself even deflects bullets. Handcrafted curving stages. Race through twisting routes, navigating asteroids and obstacles. Discover alternate paths. That seems like that should be discovering alternate paths to be consistent with the rest of the sentence. Streamlined control. 3 primary actions, shot, grapple, /throw, and special attack. Keep the control. 3 primary actions is already plural, so keep is not with an S. The control action focus, so play is about timing and decisions, not complex button combos. Arcade at its core, 1cc leaderboard, arcade mode with limited continues, practice training mode with unlimited continues, and max weapon power to master sections and bosses. Okay, that's nice that they have a practice mode in it. Skill and scoring built around risk versus reward. Build up your score multiplier, cancel bullets using grappling, grazing, and opportunity. You know, it just occurred to me. The previous game I was playing also mentioned grazing, and yet the in-game, like, there was a full-blown in-game manual and tutorial and everything, and nothing mentioned grazing, and I never noticed any kind of grazing bonus. But this is mentioning grazing. And opportunistic bombing earn big bonuses for throw kills. Local co-op. Second game in a row I've played that has local co-op in it. 2-player local co-op on one screen, 1 keyboard and 1 controller, or 2 controllers. 100% shmup. Every bit of the game has been built through close and meticulous study of arcade shmup STG bullet hells, Danmaku, and feedback from community and streamers who are passionate about them. There are currently 3 ships to choose from, each with their own distinct primary weapons. The Spec Mark 1 fires Blue Crush Shell. It's a well-rounded ship with a powerful focus shot. Special weapon is Mega Bomb, which is probably what we're seeing down there right now. Prototype L2B fires reflecting lasers or a large beam in focus mode, which reflects off the target. Special weapon, also Mega Bomb. EMA, an experimental electromagnetic assault craft which uses plasma link weapon to spread balls of plasma and chain lightning, which link between enemies. Special weapon, Plasma Bomb. That's different. That's the Plasma Bomb. It actually has a... There's basically a... Effectively intended to be a fig caption down here for the image. Game modes. Arcade 1cc, limited continues, leaderboard scoring based on first credit only. Hard mode, 1-hit death, increased speed and enemy health. How many hits do you normally is that's what this blinking thing, that's like because he has 1 health? Yeah, you can see 2 up there, so okay. The normal mode actually has allows you to take multiple hits then. Co-op arcade mode, co-op normal or hard, no leaderboard. Training and practice, unlimited continues, max power-ups, start and restart from any stage in any section, and hone your skills and practice versus bosses. And this is... Okay, so this is V-Spec Mark 1, the first ship that was listed, fighting against the Flesh Horror mid-boss. That's a mid-boss, that's not an end boss of the stage. Smart controls. Shot. Fires a wide shot or a focus shot while adjusting the player's speed. Tapping the button fires a wide shot, which is weaker, but allows the player to move at full speed. Holding the shot button down fires a focus shot that is more powerful and slows the player's movement speed. Focus and wide also apply to any options or mounted items which have varying behaviors. Okay, but is there like a rapid fire button so that you don't have to mash to do like fast shots without lowering your speed? Grappling hook and throw. Reach out and grab an enemy or object such as a mountable item from the world and attach it to your ship. If you already have a special weapon held, they will be swapped. Oh! We got a little bit of Einhander going on, maybe. If holding an enemy or object, pressing this action button will throw it. Hold the throw button for up to 1 second, charging the throw up. Or you could also throw up, for more speed and damage. Special attack and bomb. Release your ship's special attack. When this attack is active, all damage to the player is nullified. Bombs will wipe out all bullets from the screen, and each bullet canceled is scored. Okay, so bombs also have a clearing, like, there's a bullet clear scoring mechanic. Okay, there is auto-fire, toggle, and hold, so... That should mean there is a way to rapid fire the wide shot, basically. That's what I was wondering. So there's support for PlayStation and Xbox controllers, and modern X input arcade sticks. Older direct input joystick support coming soon. Co-op ties each player to a device, so valid configurations are, this is what they said above, either two controllers or 1 keyboard and 1 controller. In-game full button remapping. Depth and mechanics. Bullet grazing. Bullets which come close to your ship but don't hit are scored and also deflect back at enemies with a high accuracy, high damage deflected shot. That I wasn't expecting. Bullet ceiling. Small popcorn-style enemies and most turrets won't attack you point blank. Okay. Never heard of that called bullet ceiling, but that is, on the other hand, nobody else has heard it referred to as the Geneva Convention of Shmups, which is what I call that. Armor system. Bosses are not just bags of hit points. Small damage is reduced at first, but can be piled on, overcoming their armor. Enemies defeated by a projectile allow the projectile through to hit the next enemy with any remaining damage. Oh, that's like Quake Copper mechanics. Damage types. Explosive, kinetic, energy, collision. The damage types of different weapons allow for enemy strengths, weaknesses, and more interesting enemy interactions. Bomb save. Releasing a special bomb even after starting to die will save the player. Are you kidding? If pressed before the third explosion sound. That sounds like potentially a surprisingly large window of forgiveness there. Might have to try that. Quality of life options. Scanline/CRT effects. You know, if you don't like quality of life, you could turn those on and not see anything. VSync brightness screen shake options. Okay, good that you can reduce or turn off screen shake. Show hitbox options. Separate sound effects, music, announcement, and master volume levels. Auto fire modes, toggle or hold, and there's different trigger rate modes. What I am baffled by is there is a 60 Hz trigger rate mode. That is unheard of. Usually 30 Hz is your fastest because it's 1 frame on, 1 frame off at 60 frames per second. So 60 Hz would have to insinuate 120 frames per second game clock? I don't know. It's either that or it's a misnomer. Arcade marquee, in-game screensaver. Oh, might have to try that. Play the demo now, which includes the full first stage and half of the second stage, up to the Flesh Horror mid-boss. Oh, so it is an end boss. It's just not really an end boss. That's actually hilarious, that it is both an end boss and not an end boss, so I was not 100% wrong. Active development. Dedicated developer focusing exclusively on Cosmic Destroyer. No AI slop, no Yo, I've seen... Alright, it's happened. I've seen no AI slop listed as a line item in a Steam store page. This developer knows what they're doing. Holy shit. No third-party content or asset packs. I mean, I can forgive third-party content and asset packs as long as it's not, like, clearly that the game was 100% that, I guess. You know, like, well, people will criticize asset flips, but, like, usually those are, like, very clearly minimum effort on top of only using asset packs. I mean, hence the word flip. And, like, this does not look like a flip in any sense of the word, so that's really what's important there. But it does mean that the developer is putting full effort into the graphics and stuff. Every element is original and handmade from scratch. Early access news and releases every week, maintaining a public test and previous stable branch. Interesting. Current EA game state is 3 stages currently available in early access. Stage 3 end boss currently in development. Check the news page for more release news and updates. I am going to check that, but first let's look at the requirements. Does not require Windows 11, so that's another selling point. Not that I wouldn't really believe anything that says it requires Windows 11 though. Allegedly requires 3 GB of RAM. I'm surprised about that. 64-bit dual-core processor or higher, or quad-core processor or higher, so, like, it's not very picky about CPU. DirectX 10 GPU or higher, that's all that's there. It's a pretty small game, under 500 megs of space, although I don't know if it'll stay that way by the time they're done with the full thing. So I do want to check the news posts. Last update, December 21st, 2025. What happened? I was kind of wondering if the dev was still full-time on this or not, because it sounds like the answer is probably not. Stage 1 failure? There are failure scenarios? The player takes too long and does not defeat the jet, and animation is played. This animation was stalling and preventing the mission failed screen from showing. You failed the mission so hard, you live here now. A correction to bloom intensity. Oh, there's a bloom intensity setting, apparently. That's also good. This week has been a bit slower due to progress on new features. As a result of a back injury, dude, I can freaking relate. Just slowly getting better. I can also relate. At least I hope I can. I mentioned on the weekend that I did something to my back, like, last Saturday, and I'm still recovering from it. And it's been better most of the time, but it still sucks if I try to lay flat to sleep, so I've been laying on my side, which I normally don't do. But yeah, what happened to them? Although, wait, that's listed as an event. Isn't that not the news page? I don't know, maybe it is. Yeah, they had been updating regularly until the end of last year, and then I don't know what happened. So that's disconcerting. It's like, is this going to be forever in early access, actually? Let's hope not. What else did I want to check? I want to try going to the community hub and go to the news tab there to see if it's actually the same thing. Yeah, no, that is, yeah, that's what I was seeing. So it's called news here. It was called events on whatever other screen that Steam took me to. Steam just can't agree with itself. There was a Next Fest feedback thread, but... Oh, it was... Okay. The last post was in December, but this was a Next Fest 2 events ago, then, looks like. But yeah, I just hope that the developer is okay and will be able to continue developing this at some point. Anyway, let's close the browser and, actually get into the game. Alright, so let's go into options. So you do have a hitbox toggle. I might start with it off first, but I'm curious to see what it is. You've got hints. Maybe I should turn that on first for a first time. Tutorial, arcade marquee, that's the screensaver. I don't know how long you have to wait for the screensaver, though. Dead zone camera. I have no idea what that means. So this is camera shake. This was at full before I switched it to half. On video, you've got your full screen window available and defaulted to. You've got a brightness slider. You've got your scan lines here, which even have like different styles of scan lines. So like that's 2x, but this is like 2x but brighter, and then this is 2x but darker. Where like I guess the lines themselves are thicker. I'm gonna keep that turned off though. What's funny is the background of this screen is kind of striped anyway. Alright, so we've got our volume sliders here, which I did tweak the main down one notch earlier. So now we've got our control mappings. That's all keyboard stuff, though. This mentions gamepad stuff here, so we've got... So yeah, you've got shot button, which can be used for both wide and focus shot. You've got rapid auto fire, which is for wide only. Here's your... Okay, the way this is cycling between things is weird. Like, it just jumped from auto fire latch to cancel past two other things here. And then it jumps over auto fire and auto fire rate and auto fire latch when I go up again. Something is very weird about the gamepad focus. Yeah, it's happening with keyboard too. So keyboard and gamepad focus in this menu is weird. This says 60 Hz by default. I still think that's weird, given that that should basically mean that there are always shots on screen, like, and there's no reprieve between them if I'm running the game at 60 Hz. I'm gonna leave it to the default controls, although admittedly that seems kind of weird for me to have shot on... Well, shot on X is one thing, but auto fire on Y is really weird, and that's what this would be. But I'll try it just to see how it feels. Then bomb is on. Actually, you know what? It's like the controls that I use when I'm playing arcade games. So, yeah, we'll try it. So I didn't actually change anything right now, did I? Actually, no, I did. I added control hand, show hands, rather. What was that about? We just saw something. Oh, that might have been the screensaver. I don't know. Alright, well, let's go ahead and start the game. So we've got a stage and a half. Play tutorial, yes. Oh, that was fun. Okay. Got like a first-person little thing at the beginning. Why are you behind me? Should I be... Okay. Oh, yeah, you can use... You do have analog support in this. Oh, I can't latch you. Shoot a wide shot by pressing X. Shoot a strong... So that's your rapid fire. That's your strong shot. Oh, that's a toggle. Right, okay. That was probably in the menu, which I can't get to right now. I can't get to the options. That might have been what Latch was talking about, because I was wondering what the hell that meant. Asteroids and other obstacles will often get in your way. Clearing groups will drop a reward such as bonus points, power-ups, or other rare items. Now the fun part. Destroy these training drones. Okay. Stick around if you miss it. I should have tested that. Oh well. When this is clustered together, it almost looks like a, Oh, geez. Here we go. Yeah, so I could see the rotating being a problem for people. Collisions can destroy your ship. I was gonna say the clustered shot feels like something from Tyrion or something. Ah, you just blow them up with that. Okay. And you can do that diagonally, and you can actually do it in like any direction. There's actually like a reason to use the D-pad, or rather the analog stick instead of the D-pad. Just don't get yourself killed, Hotshot. We need all the help we can get out here. I only have 2 health, by the way. I was thinking I might have 3 on normal, but no, it's just 2. Or just, you know, twice the health you have on hard mode, but... Okay. Are we done, or is there something else? Primary weapons are disabled. Let's try bombs. Oh. Fire a bomb by I was... Yeah? There we go. Bombs hit everything you can see, but also make you invincible for a short time. Let's try grabbing special weapons. Oh, I have to destroy it first. Oh, I just destroy it by doing that. Okay. Oh, interesting. But that won't do anything. Funny how when you press the button, it'll, like, make it light up for a second. Oh, this has an auto-fire. Sometimes moving through tight spaces is unavoidable. I didn't realize what the hell that was. So here's the problem. I'm afraid that picking up weapons is going to make me crash into them, because I can't tell what's an obstacle and what's a weapon. You can grab small enemies and objects like asteroids, too. That means I need to... There we go. Grabbed objects can sometimes absorb hits, and some objects can be used to power doors and reactors. The grappling hook can also deflect bullets, which is incredibly useful. I don't know if I trust it to do that. Okay, so if you're neutral... I didn't turn that on. It just started auto-firing. Now a real challenge, using everything you've learned. Destroy all enemies, including the core. Oh, was that a deflector? That was a graze, I think. You might just last more than a day. Sounds like Cap's got something going on. Let's head back to base, and he didn't get to finish that sentence. Rude. Listen up, team. They've got a serious op. And 0627 multiple bogeys popped up on sensors. Moments later, we lost contact with Shipyard 7. No response, no telemetry. It's dead quiet. We must assume the worst. On top of that, our mining drones here at Grid 38 started chewing through anything that moves. Ben says it's just a glitch. I suspect a coordinated attack. Either way, it's our problem now. Sable, you're on point to recon Shipyard 7. We need eyes. Don't get yourself killed trying to be a hero. Yes, sir. That's the guy who trained us, right? Thompson, start the reactor shutdown process and get your people ready to evacuate. We'll be ready. Just don't leave us behind. Rookie, you're cleaning up the mess here. Waste every drone you find, and clear a path for Thompson and his crew to escape. Then punch through to the yard and regroup. You'll be hot slag if you take a breath, so stay frosty. Any luck, we'll show these mother lovers what happens when you mess with Squad 86. Squad 86 as opposed to like Area 88 or something. Good hunting. Okay, here's where we actually do get to select from all of the ships. They categorize EMA as expert, though. I like that they have, like, the light and the, you know, it, like, rises up. This is almost like frickin' rock and roll racing or something, I feel like. Is that what I'm thinking of, that had, like, all of the different vehicles displayed, but then it would, like, you know, either light up and or rotate the active one? Okay, so... Oh, do I have to alt-tab back? I have to alt-tab back. So this is what we were using in the tutorial, and it even gives you... Well, this gives you a preview of what the weapon levels look like. This has the laser. It fires lasers which bounce, potentially hitting multiple targets. You don't really get a preview of what the weapon levels do to it. And yeah, both of these have the Mega Bomb. Well balanced with the widespread shot and the high damage focus attack. I mean, I feel like the one I already tried is pretty compelling, so let's start with that. Oh, we can change its color. Oh, and you can, like, invert it, too. Kind of feel like being orange. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, we get the whole, like, launch sequence again? Yep, we're orange. Oh, do I have to actually put that in there? Wow, okay. Well, I probably could have reused that. Yeah, I can't change settings while I'm in the game. That's kind of a big downer. Let me reduce volume on OBS, because it's surprisingly loud now. Got him. If he dropped something, I didn't get that, though. Cool, we get to cork his laser. Well, I don't know how I didn't get hit by that. It helps that I've got an option. Wait, did my weapon just expire? Is that a thing that just happens? Oh god, there's a lot going on. Fortunately, there's health right after I lost health. I do not enjoy full screen flashes on losing health, but there might have been an option to turn that off. That's suddenly a lot of bullets. Yeah, so I guess weapons just run out after a while. I don't know if it's actually shown in the HUD somewhere. How did that not hit me? Holy crap. So here's the problem. My bullets and some of the... I guess it's the drops, not the enemy bullets, that are the same color, although the laser kind of is. Oh, jeez, dude. What the hell is that thing doing? I feel like this can be kind of hard to follow because things move really fast. That didn't bounce. That went, like, through the wall. Well, I'm dead. I don't know how to get through that. Clearly, I needed to toss something at it. The ultimate what? Wait, what? I was just able to, like, go through that. I'm very confused. Oh, it's an even bigger laser, but it's, like, not persistent. And it's gone after, like, 4 uses. Yeah, those guys are kind of a problem. Don't like that. Wait, okay, that's... I can't tell what has collision and what doesn't. That seems like a problem. Like, is all of this background? I have no idea. It might be. I don't even know what I'm aiming at. Okay, yes, that's definitely background. Okay, we did it. So there's definitely some problems in terms of, like, discerning foreground from background. I made an attempt to grab that. I don't think it worked. Oh. Yeah, something about the, like, combination of outline flashes and colors. Like, outline flashes can be good, but something is just, like, overloading my retinas. Was that just a mid-boss? These are actually surprisingly long stages. Like, this is a first stage that feels like a 5th stage or a final stage in a lot of shmups. I think I just crashed into the floor. Oh, is that the end of the stage? It really saved our keisters. Found something you might find useful. Okay, that was the first stage. That was literally We Have Contra at Home with the end bit there. Okay, here's a problem. Your UI is overwriting itself. Enemies defeated 211 out of 310, but I can't even see all of the things I defeated because the icons are piling up behind the enemies defeated. Oh, we have, like, a world map going on. So I guess my area is predetermined. Interesting that they have Rossgate C1 up there, which I guess is supposed to be some ominous final destination, maybe. Kind of wonder, though, like, does this map suggest that there will ever be multiple paths or anything? But I'm trying to remember if the store page just said 5 stages total. Oh boy, what's going on here? This is totally thrashed. There's not something lurking around. I didn't get to read the last sentence. Alright, yeah, they're trying to do creepy things now. For some reason, there's containers with, like, acid in them or something. You know, that seems perfectly normal and healthy. There's a dead astronaut, and he's probably just sleeping. It's fine. Guys? Excuse me? Guys? Oh, jeez. I might not survive to the mid-boss. I don't think... There weren't difficulty settings, were there? Oh, did I just get an extend? I might have just gotten an extend. Trying to actually conserve ammo this time. So I could grab those, but then I'd have to sacrifice this weapon. Of course, I'm probably gonna lose it at some point soon. There we go. Oh, what the heck was that? Now, down there, can I technically fly over that? I don't know. Oh boy, that's terrifying. I needed a battery, and I didn't see a battery, so I guess I'll just fucking die. Where was the battery? I don't know. I don't care. Alright, so using our first, Alright, we're into the biojack territory. Yeah, like, you can't just suddenly add puzzle mechanics, essentially, to your shmup, which is an auto-scroller, so if you missed the battery, but you saw the battery receptacle, well, too late. You're dead now. Whoa, what the hell? Alright, I think we reached the mid-boss. So again, this is a mid-boss. So it's like pretty elaborate stages if it took this long to get to the mid-boss. Although, I mean, we got a warning on... Maybe there was no mid-boss in the first stage. 'Cause I was gonna say, like, wasn't the first warning we got for effectively the end boss of the stage? Should be using focus shot more than I am. Whoa. Oh, I can grab the fucking, like, teeth or whatever? Okay. That's potentially a lot to think about at once. Alright, we got him. So eventually that will not be the end of the stage, but it is the end of the stage for the demo. And if you didn't read the store page, you would have been like, oh, that's it for stage 2. But no, that's not it for stage 2 from the sound of it. For some reason it says enemies defeated 0. Oh, is that because I continued? But pretty sure I killed some enemies after I continued though, so that doesn't really make sense. What? Also, I've been dropping frames again. I think the game just froze, but in addition, I've been dropping frames. If I press... Okay, if I hold B, that actually does end it. Okay. Continues to use no high score. That's only a taste of the new stage. Hope you enjoyed the Steam demo, except it's no longer the new stage. I guess we should try the second ship, huh? Well, might try first to see if I can do something about the network being flaky. Is this the screensaver thing? I was just trying to diagnose my network drops, and this happened, so maybe... This might just be the demo, though. This might not be the screensaver thing. But I turned on the screensaver thing. That is a lot of screen shake. Which reminds me, I wanted to go in here We could try turning off the camera shake entirely. Was there a screen flash thing? I don't think there was. It would be great if they would have... Let's turn on the hitbox this time, because I'm curious. The hints are probably, like, when you see, like, the button prompts and stuff. We don't need the tutorial anymore, I suppose. I still don't... Maybe dead zone camera has to do... I don't know. Does that have to do with, like, how far you have to be off the center of the screen? But it's a checkbox, though, so I'm still not sure I understand what that is. I want to go back down here again. Yeah, I'm assuming that latch is basically the difference between whether you have to hold auto-fire or just press it to toggle it. Which, toggling it has been working good enough. Alright. Let's try the other ship out of curiosity. But yeah, I don't think... Oh, wait, what? Was this menu here before? I don't remember seeing that. Missions, coming soon. Challenging missions with alternate map. Seasonal editions of new stages. Unique upgrades and customization options. Unlock gear, abilities, and other content. But this is what was... arcade is basically what was described in the store page. Of course, you can't select this now from the sound of it. And that's single player only, it looks like. I hope they're not, like, over-promising, given that we haven't heard anything from them since the end of last year. This is also a thing that it didn't tell me last time. I'm very confused now. This would have been good to know. So B is bomb stock. Oh, D and L are different missile types. Okay. I don't know if I ever saw those, actually. O is option count, and the refresh-looking icon, the Uno card, I don't know what you want to call it, is change option type. Okay. Because I was wondering, I thought I had seen two different, pink power-ups, and I was kind of confused. Okay, now it's letting us select modes. Training is actually here. And then, okay, so there's basically, it's basically y-axis is difficulty, and x-axis is actual mode. Oh, more enemies in co-op modes. There you go. Hard has no leaderboard yet. And also, this doesn't say anything about continues. Using a continue resets score, but that's true of both. Okay, no, then it must still have continues. Oh no. Macaw would not like this game. This game makes the enemies spongier on hard difficulty. It makes the stage faster. That's terrifying because shit already felt like it was happening too fast and normal. It's an interesting idea because, like, then you just have less time to react and deal with everything. I really feel like you should reconsider. I mean, it's not super tanky enemies, but it's plus 20%. It's 1/5 tankier. I still think you should maybe reconsider that. But it sounds like they didn't want to overdo it at least, so I can at least respect that much. But yeah, we're just gonna do normal again, and I'm gonna try the other... We're gonna try the other ships. So let's see what the refract laser, behaves like. So all of them have two options. You know, I didn't try the bomb at all. I need to remember to actually try the bomb this time. Although, we did try it in the tutorial, though. So it's not like I haven't seen it before. So far, network is holding up since I bounced the relay, so... Surprisingly, that might have actually worked. Usually when the relay decides to have problems, it just drops the stream entirely. It doesn't just drop some frames, so that's fascinating. Alright, let me bring the timer back, into resuming. Is it the same? I think it's the same color options. I'm gonna use this color, and the reason I'm gonna use this color is this reminds me of an enemy from Metal Storm. Like, the basic grunt enemy that you see first thing in Metal Storm. It's kind of making me think of that. Oh, there's the... It showed the hitbox before we even came out. Oh, we've accidentally got trans rights colors because the hitbox is pink. And the rest of my ship is cyan. So see how this stops? for you to open the door. It'd be great if that second part stopped for you to open. Oh my god, I have a fucking big fat laser if I use focus fire, just like permanently. Oh, but so does he. I should probably watch it. So I can just have 2 lasers at once. Okay, but that was change option type, but that still gave me 1, because I guess if you have 0, it doesn't make sense to change option type. So yeah, we can see our lasers bouncing all over the place. He just rotated, dude. Ow. I just got health and then took a hit immediately. I did not realize that was a bullet. It did not look like the color of a bullet. Well, I'm dead. Already doing better this go around. Why am I over there? Holy crap. Oh, come on, dude. I almost didn't get that. Oh, it seems like I am doomed to do worse on this playthrough than my... Yeah, okay. I'm not paying attention. Let's exit and try the third one. I don't think this is any fault of that ship type being worse. Although it might be because its shots are less direct. And when I'm in open space, I don't have anything to, like, bounce the shots off of. It might be nice to be able to choose ship per stage. Because it might be kind of situational. Like, that ship might be a liability for half of stage 1. Alright, well, let's try the third type, and we'll try the other bomb. This is the EMA. The experimental plasma link. Why does that look almost reddish there? I thought that was... Oh, wait, yeah, that is red. That's the orange one. We'll do yellow this time. Okay, you can actually skip that, too. I mean, it's very short to begin with. Oh, wow, jeez, that felt like it immediately made a difference, but also I'm realizing that it can track multiple things at once. That seems kind of OP. Like, it takes a while to kill things, but it has pretty powerful seeking behavior. So it kind of feels like you always want to be focus firing this, which of course does mean you're going slower. And also it means that I'm going to run out of laser immediately. I mean, it reaches across a third of the screen, I would say. Maybe even more than that. I feel like I missed where the health would have been, but oh no, there it is. You can't get over. It gives you points instead. You can't get over 2. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you can seek to things behind you. Are you fucking kidding me? Why am I over there? Why does it always spawn me all the way on the right side of the screen? That seems extremely dangerous. That somehow didn't hit me. Okay, cool, thanks. My option's doing a lot of work here. love how the power-ups don't give a crap about walls. Well, I'm just not going to worry about that guy. Yeah, so I guess the arrow there is supposed to mean that you can technically pass through in one direction. Oh yeah, I do need to try the bomb. What? I didn't tell it to release that, but okay. Oh, are you kidding me? There was one freaking thing on the screen and I got hit by it. Thank you. It's the plasma thing. I don't actually know what that did. I also don't know if I'm hitting this at all. Now I am. See, I don't like being in the middle on the conveyor. Ow, that died really fast, though. Because the conveyor is harder to, like, see things against, because it's brighter background. Oh, that's right, this is the actual boss. Wait, so did we actually get warning twice in there? Or did we only get it for this? Maybe we did get warning twice. Maybe the mid-boss is just right before the actual boss. Oh, great, that did nothing. How many of those do I get? Are we supposed to be, like, going fast or something? Is that why, like, that never catches up to him? Alright, now I'm out of bombs. Oh yeah, I have like an orbital option right now. I'd been kind of meaning to like understand the option types. I think that would... Did I have to shoot that to open the door, I wonder? Because it did seem like it was targeting it. Did I get even more icons this time, or was it the same amount as last time? Option actually fires very colorful shots. And now we have a follow option. How did it change? Did I really pick another change power-up? Because I didn't think I picked anything new up. I shouldn't have stopped focused fire. I changed my speed while I was weaving. All these people in space, Renoa's got to be out here somewhere. I just realized it shows the ammo at the top of the HUD, like next to the right of everything else. I don't really have time to look up there too often. Okay, yeah, so that gave me the rotating one. Does that actually cycle between one, like, the O and the cycle? Like, the O and the rotate option type? Alright, this is where we have to, like, pay attention to where there's a frickin' battery, right? What? That was still firing when I dropped it. What the heck? Is that intentional? looking for battery. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's right across from it, and I totally didn't notice. I still got hit by that. Wow. I seriously, all I had to do was, you know, not be in that exact same place, but I decided, no, I live here now. I still think the bullets get a little frenetic at some points. You know, to the point where it's... feel like you're bound to run into something. Oh, this is gonna actually be tough with this weapon, because I need to actually be, like, in front of these guys. Okay, yeah, that can hit you. Wait, did it hit me and then... Okay, it's dead. Did it hit me and then, I blew up, but then I threw it? I forgot to test the bomb on death. It said something about, like, the third explosion sound. Were there multiple explosion sounds, though? I'm actually not even sure. But anyway, it doesn't seem half bad. Seems like they've got, you know, the start of a good thing going here. I do think there's definitely things that feel like they go beyond a classical STG, given the, you know, sometimes topsy-turvy environments, and the way that enemies can fire at basically any angle. Okay, what we should do, though... Will it do that no matter what screen I'm at? Oh yeah, there's the high score screen, which I didn't bother entering a high score into. And these are just like... I don't know, are these actual... I think this is actually a Steam leaderboard. At first I wasn't expecting it was. I don't know what my score actually was, so I didn't bother trying for it. Whoops, maybe I should have. I mean, I didn't get a 1cc of the demo, so I figured, what's the point? Actually, where does it... Why does it always... Does it always start from the bottom? It shows the top 99. I don't know if that's literally everybody or not. Could I actually be the 100th person? Okay, it shows the top 10 in gold. I didn't know if it was, like, related to who 1cc'd it, but no, it's the top 10. If I go in here and I just leave it here... Because, like, I don't know if that's a demo loop or if that's the arcade marquee. That might be the arcade marquee. It may actually mean, like, something like an attract sequence. That might be what it means. In which case, I guess the other thing I can do to test it is turn that off, and then go back out to here, and then... Right, because when I first had the game started, it wasn't doing that. I turned that on after I think after I alt-tabbed back in, after reading the store page, and it was still at the title screen. And that's right, when I came out of the options, it was showing the demo reel for a split second before it snapped back to the actual menu. And that was probably a consequence of applying that option. That is what that is. You can basically turn on and off the demo reel here. It's like if Super Metroid or Nier Automata had a toggle for, hey, do you want us to not spoil the damn game for you before you ever play it? So, you know, not the worst idea. And I forget if it might have been off by default, even. Forget. Anyway. Seems like it could be pretty good. I hope it's not dead in the water, and I hope that the dev is able to keep working on it at some point. Given that it's seemingly been radio silent since the end of last year. So that's Cosmic Destroyer. I almost said Comic Destroyer. That would be a very different game.